Welcome back, everybody. It's Earth Day, and I'll tell you this, with handshakes and hugs now off limits due to social distancing rules, one thing we unfortunately all have come to realize as a result of this pandemic is how much we miss hugs and handshakes and how important human contact and touch is to our well-being as humans. Tessa Virtue, we love her. She is joining us this morning to talk about her partnership with NIVEA, to talk about care for human touch to inspire togetherness. Good morning, Tessa. How are you? It's so good to see you. Morning, Tess. She's live. We're having a little. There she is. How are you?
There you go. I'm great. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
How are you, Dina?
Listen, it's technical glitches. This is where I wish you were here in studio. Hopefully soon. Talk to us about how you've been. We're all needing that human contact, but we can't get it. How are you managing?
You know, I'm okay. Relatively speaking, I feel so lucky, and I have work and school, and I'm able to stay busy and active, and yet sometimes it just hits you, doesn't it? It comes in waves, and it just feels overwhelming and so discouraging. And I think collectively we're in that moment right now where it's resonating deeper, and maybe we're all having a bit of a harder time, but all the more reason to come together and help one another out.
And you know what's interesting, Tess? I was reading even pre-pandemic that more and more younger generations were lacking physical contact, whether they live on their own or everyone's so glued to technology. But the pandemic has made that even more so an issue. So talk to us about the study that NIVEA did, and it showed some really interesting results.
Well, you're right that this loss of human touch, it's not simply an implication of COVID or this pandemic. Rather, it's been there happening in the background, and this digital world has made us, unfortunately, more disconnected than ever. And this research has been done, and we're having these important conversations now, but 1 of 2 people feel really lonely. 9 of 10 people realize that human touch is the key to living a happy and fulfilled life. And what I think is so interesting is now we're so acutely aware of that void. We understand the importance of human touch to our mental and emotional well-being and our overall health, and that's critical.
That's the thing. I know a lot of people decided this was the year to adopt a pet so that they have something to hug, love, pet, and it loves you back. I literally hugged a tree one day because I'm like, I can't hug my parents. It's been over a year. This is crazy. Luckily, I live with my husband, so we have one another. My heart breaks for people who live alone. So what are some coping mechanisms that you found that helps get through the lonelier times?
Well, one of the things that NIVEA has actually inspired is this Share the Care campaign, and it's encouraging these small acts of kindness for people and these social connections. And whether that's helping someone with groceries or a phone call, whatever it may be, to feel connected. And we long for that physical touch, of course, and that will come down the road. But until then, we really have to foster these emotional connections and make sure that we're touching base with one another on this deep, vulnerable level. We have to showcase that empathy that can feel like it's almost gone by the wayside. We need to sort of break through and ensure that we're beyond the surface of these emotional connections.
And as a brilliant Olympian, as you're always used to training, and you're so disciplined, and you're always so great in finding balance in your life. So what have you done different now to maintain that sense of balance? And how are you working out every day? What are the little things that you do that help you feel whole for the things that are lacking that we can't do right now?
Well, setting intentions and goals for the day, connecting with others, but also just understanding that, I'm not always going to feel motivated. I'm not going to feel my best, and that's okay. So if nothing else, this time has given me a chance to go easy on myself and others. And, sometimes if you're not motivated to do something for yourself, you might be more inclined to do it for someone else.
So true.
And I think that's a really powerful thought right now, especially.
It's true. Allow yourself, the time to feel down. It's so true. But then if you're there for a long time, find things that pick you up, whether it's blasting a song and dancing in the living room or giving yourself a big hug so you're like, yeah, that's what it feels like. Whatever it is, do something to try and pull yourself out or reach out to somebody, right?
Yes, you're so right. And this idea of human care to inspire togetherness, like this NIVEA brand purpose, is all about that. They're going above and beyond in true NIVEA fashion to highlight and raise awareness for the importance of this. And I just love it. It's so authentic to who they are.
Sweet Tessa,
Always
I miss you. Sending you giant virtual hugs right now, closing my eyes because it means it's even stronger. Okay. For more information, everybody, check it out. NIVEA's Care for Human Touch to inspire togetherness, brand purpose. Please visit NIVEA.ca. She's Canada's sweetheart, and we know why. She's the best. Coming up, friends, 5 ways to use up food that is on the verge of going to the green bin. We're going to salvage it and repurpose it right after this.